Deep inside the untouched wilderness, another incredible survival project is about to begin. Surrounded by thick green forests and the peaceful sound of flowing water, the builders search for the perfect location. Instead of choosing an easy place, they decide to work on uneven ground beside a beautiful river. The area looks completely wild, but in their minds, they already see the shape of a stunning riverside home. Before any construction can begin, every obstacle must be removed. Thick bushes, tangled roots, and loose rocks cover the entire site. Using only simple hand tools, they slowly clear the ground piece by piece. Every swing of the machete and every shovel of soil brings them one step closer to transforming nature into something extraordinary. After cleaning the area, they carefully study the land. A strong structure always begins with a strong foundation, so they mark the exact size of the building using wooden stakes and natural guides. Precision is important because even a small mistake at this stage could affect the entire project later. The digging process begins immediately. Working under the hot sun is exhausting, but they never slow down. Bucket after bucket of soil is removed by hand. Large stones hidden beneath the surface make the work even harder, yet they continue with patience. Every deep hole they finish will become an anchor point capable of supporting the heavy wooden frame. Once the foundation holes are complete, they search the surrounding forest for strong logs. Instead of cutting random trees, they carefully select straight trunks that can handle the weight of the future house. Each log must be trimmed, cleaned, and carried back by pure manpower. Even moving a single piece requires incredible teamwork and determination. With the materials finally gathered, the first support posts are placed into the ground. One by one, the massive logs stand upright, slowly revealing the true size of the project. The builders constantly check the alignment to make sure every post remains perfectly balanced. This careful preparation will ensure the structure stays stable for years. Now the real transformation begins. Horizontal beams are attached between the vertical posts, creating the first skeleton of the cabin. At this point, viewers can finally imagine how impressive the finished house will become. What was once an empty patch of wilderness is already turning into a carefully planned riverside retreat. But this is only the beginning. The most challenging part of the construction is still ahead. Building the walls, creating the roof, and designing a beautiful outdoor living space beside the river will require even greater skill, patience, and creativity. With the main frame standing firmly in place, the builders waste no time moving to the next stage. Every beam is carefully reinforced using additional wooden supports, ensuring the structure can withstand heavy weight in changing weather. There are no modern machines here, only hand tools, experience, and remarkable determination. Next comes the floor. Long, straight logs are placed side by side across the support beams, creating a solid platform above the uneven ground. Each piece is trimmed by hand until it fits perfectly. Even the smallest gaps are adjusted because a stable floor is the foundation of a comfortable home. As the platform grows larger, the shape of the cabin becomes much clearer. Standing on the newly completed floor, the builders can finally visualize every room and every future detail. The once empty riverside is now beginning to resemble a real wilderness retreat. Without taking a long break, they continue collecting fresh timber from the surrounding forest. Every log must be stripped of its bark before it can be used. This not only gives the wood a cleaner appearance but also helps protect it from insects and moisture over time. Although the work is repetitive, every step improves the quality of the final build. Soon, the wall construction begins. Thick logs are lifted into position one after another, forming strong natural walls around the platform. Each log is carefully measured before being secured, keeping every corner straight and balanced. Watching the walls rise so quickly is incredibly satisfying, especially knowing every piece has been prepared entirely by hand. As the sun slowly moves across the sky, the builders continue without losing focus. Sweat covers their faces, but their rhythm never changes. Their teamwork allows heavy materials to be moved with surprising efficiency, proving that patience and coordination are just as valuable as expensive equipment. After several hours of non-stop work, the cabin finally starts looking like a true home instead of a construction site. Open spaces are intentionally left for future windows and a wide entrance, allowing natural light and fresh air to flow through the building. Even at this early stage, the design blends beautifully with the surrounding forest. The river nearby adds a peaceful atmosphere to every moment of construction. The sound of flowing water mixes with the rhythm of axes and saws, creating a unique soundtrack that perfectly matches this incredible survival project. Every new beam and every newly placed log brings the builders one step closer to completing their dream. However, the hardest challenge has not arrived yet. Building a durable roof capable of protecting the cabin from heavy rain will require even greater precision. And once the roof is finished, the real beauty of this riverside wilderness home will finally begin to appear. By the next stage of construction, the cabin has already taken on an impressive shape. The sturdy walls now surround the platform, making it easy to imagine what this place will look like once completed. But the builders know that appearance means nothing without strength, so they carefully inspect every joint before moving forward. Attention quickly turns to the roof frame. Long wooden poles are lifted high above the structure and positioned with remarkable accuracy. Every beam must support the weight evenly, otherwise, the entire roof could become unstable during heavy rain or strong winds. Working several feet above the ground without modern safety equipment demands complete concentration. Piece by piece, the roof skeleton begins to emerge. Additional crossbeams are installed to increase stability, creating a framework that is both lightweight and incredibly strong. Even though the process is physically exhausting, the builders never rush. They understand that careful craftsmanship today will prevent major problems in the future. With the frame complete, they begin covering the roof using carefully prepared wooden planks. Each section is fitted tightly to create a durable barrier against the weather. Slowly, the open frame disappears beneath a solid protective roof, giving the cabin a completely different appearance. As soon as the roof is finished, the interior feels cooler, safer, and more comfortable. For the first time, the builders can stand inside and truly appreciate how far the project has come. What was once an empty clearing in the forest is now becoming a beautiful wilderness home. The focus now shifts to refining every detail. Rough edges are trimmed away, uneven surfaces are smoothed, and every connection is reinforced one final time. Their patience is evident in every cut they make. Nothing is left unfinished because quality is always their highest priority. Next, they prepare the openings for large windows and the main entrance. These openings are carefully measured to allow fresh air, natural light, and stunning views of the surrounding river and forest. Every design choice is made to blend perfectly with nature rather than compete with it. Outside, additional wooden supports and decorative elements are added to strengthen the structure while giving it a clean, handcrafted appearance. Even without paint or modern materials, the cabin already looks warm, elegant, and inviting. As the sun begins to set, the builders pause for a moment to admire everything they have accomplished. Through teamwork, patience, and incredible determination, they have transformed a remote piece of wilderness into an impressive riverside retreat. But the project is not finished yet. The final stage will reveal the most beautiful details, including the outdoor relaxation area, landscaping, and the breathtaking finishing touches that will complete this incredible survival build. To be continued. With the main structure finally complete, the builders turn their attention to the details that transform a simple cabin into a comfortable wilderness home. Every corner is inspected carefully, and any weak connection is reinforced before the finishing work begins. Their goal is not only to create something beautiful but also a shelter that can last for years in the harsh outdoor environment. The entrance is strengthened using thick wooden beams, creating a solid doorway that blends naturally with the rest of the cabin. Nearby, window frames are installed one by one. These large openings allow sunlight to flood the interior while providing breathtaking views of the surrounding forest and the peaceful river flowing beside the house. Next, the builders begin crafting a spacious outdoor deck. Heavy wooden planks are carefully measured, cut, and secured into place, extending the living space beyond the cabin itself. This platform will become the perfect place to relax, enjoy meals, or simply admire the untouched beauty of nature after a long day of work. With the deck complete, attention shifts toward improving the landscape around the cabin. Loose rocks are removed, uneven ground is leveled, and small pathways are created to make movement easier. Every improvement makes the entire property feel more organized while preserving the natural beauty of the wilderness. The builders continue by creating simple wooden furniture using leftover materials from the construction process. A sturdy bench, a rustic table, and additional seating quickly take shape. Instead of wasting valuable resources, every piece of wood is given a purpose, demonstrating both creativity and efficiency. As the finishing touches continue, the cabin begins to feel warm and welcoming. Sunlight reflects from the fresh timber, while the surrounding greenery creates a peaceful contrast against the handcrafted structure. From every angle, the project showcases the perfect balance between traditional craftsmanship and the beauty of untouched nature. Finally, the builders clean the entire area, removing leftover branches, wood chips, and construction debris. The transformation is incredible. What started as an empty patch of forest has become a stunning riverside retreat built almost entirely by hand. Every beam, every plank, and every detail tells the story of patience, skill, and determination. As evening approaches, they step back to admire their masterpiece. The sound of flowing water, the fresh forest air, and the warm wooden cabin create a scene that feels almost unreal. This extraordinary survival project proves that with enough dedication and teamwork, even the wildest landscape can become a place to call home. The journey may be complete, but the adventure of building in the wilderness never truly ends.